Hello, dear student. I'm Anita Alkunte, your English subject teacher. I am here to teach you that new portion which is prescribed for 12th standard. Today we are going to learn third poem from the section number 2, which is poetry section. The poem is The Inchcape Rock by Robert Southey. This is picture of Robert Southey. Now let us see that about information about Robert Southey. He was born in 1774 in Bristol, in England. He died in 1843. He short poems, The Scholar, The Battle of Blenheim, Bishop Hutto, and Inchcape Rock. He was inspired by the legendary story of a pirate who removed the bell on the Inchcape Rock placed by the abbot Aberbrothock. Now let us see about the poem. The Inchcape Rock is a ballad written by English poet Robert Southey. रॉबर्ट साउदीने लिहिलेला हा बॅलाड म्हणजे काव्य प्रकार आहे. पोवाडा म्हणतो आपण मराठीमध्ये, की पोवाडा की ज्या पोवाड्यामध्ये आपण एखादे इतिहास आपल्याला बऱ्याचदा वर्णन केला जातो किंवा एखादी कथा. इट वॉज पब्लिश्ड इन 1802. इट टेल्स द स्टोरी ऑफ ए 14th century attempt by the abbot of Aberbrothock to install a warning bell on Inchcape, a notorious sandstone reef about 11 miles of the east coast of Scotland. 14व्या शतकामध्ये एबॉट म्हणजे एक मठाधिपती, एबरब्रॉथकचा जो मठाधिपती आहे, त्या मठाधिपतीने ही एक वॉर्निंग बेल, की लोकांना वॉर्निंग बेल जी आहे ती या इंचकेप नावाचा जो खडक होता स्कॉटलंडच्या किनाऱ्यापासून जवळजवळ 11 मैल हा तो आज समुद्रात होता, त्याच्यावर ही वॉर्निंग बेल काय केलेली होती, बांधलेली होती. तर त्याविषयीचं कथानक या कवितेमध्ये आहे. बॅलाड इज इन 17 स्टांजा. ही जी कविता आहे, हा पोवाडा आहे, तो जवळजवळ 17 कडव्यांमध्ये दिलेला आहे. Now what is message we are getting through this poem, or the theme of this poem is there? The poem Inchcape Rock by the Robert Southey delivers the message that one should not willingly cause harm to others. या कवितेमध्ये की रॉबर्ट साउदे की असा संदेश देतो किंवा या कथानकातून की एखाद्याला आपण मुद्दाम होऊन कधी दुखावू नये. इफ दे डू दे वुड बी पनिश्ड इन द एंड. जर आपण असं केलं तर त्याला त्याची शिक्षा भोगावी लागते. इन अदर वर्ड्स, इट्स ॲज यू सो शल यू रिप. जसं पेराल तसं ते उगवतं. इट इज अवर वर्क दॅट पेज बॅक टू अस. आपण जे करू त्याची पावती आपल्याला परत मिळत असते. इन शॉर्ट, इफ आय से, दोज हू डू रॉंग थिंग्स विल मीट विथ द पनिशमेंट. जे चुकीचं करतात त्यांना शिक्षाही होतेच. Now here is our poem. I am presenting this poem to you in 3 parts. So this is a very lengthy poem, so that's why. This is the first part of the poem. No stir in the air, no stir in the sea. The ship was as well as she could be. Her sails from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in the ocean. In first stanza, poet describes the calmness of the sea and sets the natural setting. The sea was calm and there was no movement in the air. That is why the ship stood still. Stir means movement. Keel means ship here. Here poet said that no stir air means there was no any air that which is moving very faster, blowing very faster. Or the sea waves are rising high. So the sea was calm, air was calmly, means that even the atmosphere was very calm and nature was set, natural setting was there. So the ship was also stood still. Now through the picture you can see that how is the atmosphere on the sea there. So I'm expressing through picture. Now without either sign or sound of their shock, the waves flowed over the Inchcape Rock. So little they rose, so little they fell. They did not move the Inchcape Bell. American second stanza describes the drowsy, mild sea waves. The ocean waves flowed over the Inchcape Rock very smoothly. The movement was so slow that it could make Inchcape Bell ring. The waves were not rising high that could hide the dangerous rock, so the rock bell is not ringing. So here, without either there was no sound there, or that waves are very drowsy, means very atmosphere was very calm. So that's why the waves were as usual, they were moving there and they are reaching to the Inchcapes very smoothly and coming back there. The movement of the waves was very slow there. So that's why it was impossible that we'll reach to the bell and can what that the bell will ring there. इतक्या स्लो आणि संथ लाटा येत होत्या आणि त्या दगडाला धडकून परत जात होत्या की त्या बेलपर्यंत पोहोचू शकत नव्हत्या. त्यामुळं बेलचा आवाज येणं शक्य नव्हतं या क्षणी तरी, असं वातावरण होतं. The abbot of Aberbrothock had placed that bell on the Inchcape Rock. On a buoy in the storm, it floated and swung, and over the waves its warning rung. Buoy means navigation mark. Now the abbot, Aberbrothock. The word abbot means the head monk in the monastery, main person in the monastery there. The abbot of Aberbrothock was a spiritual man, and he was very well known about this dangerous rock. A collision between the keel and the rock could make the ship to sink in sea. So his intention was to warn sailors about mishap. So he positioned a large bell as buoy or as a navigation mark and had anchored it to the rock with chain, and during the journey could sense the bell's sound when it ring during storm. Aberbrothock म्हणून हा एक Aberbrothockचा हा अबॉट हा जो आहे, अबॉट म्हणजे मठाधिपती म्हणतो की स्कॉटलंड मधल्या Aberbrothock या प्लेसला असणारा हा जो मठाधिपती आहे, या मठाधिपतीनं पाहिलं होतं की हा जो खडक होता तो समुद्रावरून येणाऱ्या जाणाऱ्या झाडांसाठी तो फार डेंजरस होता. सो डेंजरस असल्यामुळं त्या ठिकाणी त्यांनी काय केलं होतं की त्या रॉकवर एक बेल बांधली, की ती बेल अशासाठी बांधली की ती येणाऱ्या जागांना बिऑय म्हणजे की मार्गदर्शकाचं काम करेल, की ज्यामुळं जी जहाजं आहेत किंवा जे शिप आहे ते शिप त्याला थडकून पाण्यामध्ये बुडायचं वाचतील आणि खूप जणांचे प्राण वाचतील ड्युरिंग स्टॉर्म. When the rock was hid by the surge's swell, the mariners heard the warning bell, and then they knew the perilous rock and blessed the abbot of Aberbrothock. Surge's swell means surge anger or rolling swell of sea, or you can say that the raising what that waves, म्हणजे की उठणाऱ्या लाटा म्हणतो त्या लाटा. Mariners means sailor, खलाशी, perilous, dangerous, risky, and blessed means blessed. So here in the fourth stanza, the poet describes when there is a tide in the sea, mariner sailors hear warning bell. जेव्हा समुद्रात लाटा उठायच्या त्यावेळेस ते लाटा उठल्यामुळे त्या बेलला धडकल्यामुळं बेल वाजायची, त्यामुळे मरीनर्स जे आहे ते मरीनर कॅन हिअर द साऊंड ऑफ द बेल, की ते ऐकू शकत होते. अँड दे कम टू नो अबाउट दॅट डेंजरस ऑर टेरिबल रॉक. अँड त्यांना कळायचं की अरे इथे बेल वाजती या इथं काय आहे, दॅट पेरिलस, दॅट डेंजरस रॉक इज हिअर. So by hearing the sound of that bell, that mariners used to bless to Aberbrothock. The sun in heaven was shining gay. All things were joyful on that day. The seabirds screamed as they wheeled round, and there was joyance in their sound. Cheerful atmosphere describes in this stanza. Now, by seeing picture, you will come to know that how blissful, beautiful atmosphere is there. This same atmosphere is described in this stanza. It was very sunny and bright day. अगदी सूर्यप्रकाशाने स्वच्छयुक्त असं वातावरण होतं. ऑल थिंग्स वेर जॉयफुल ऑन दॅट डे. म्हणजे वातावरणाकडे पाहिल्यानंतर अगदी आनंदी वाटावं असं वातावरण होतं. The seabirds were whirling and screaming in happiness. So the birds, the seabirds were whirling. की जे seabirds होते, समुद्र पक्षी हे समुद्रावरून घिरट्या मारत होते आणि ओरडत होते. Their sound over the sea, sound of birds were joyful. So atmosphere was cheerful and pleasant. So because of this, that atmosphere was very beautiful and joyful there. So this is here in this stanza that he is describing the atmosphere over the sea. The buoy of the Inchcape Bell was sail. A darker speck on the ocean grill. Sir Ralph the rower walked his deck, and he fixed his eye on the darker speck. Now here is introduced Sir Ralph. Sir Ralph the rower. He was a pirate. He was a very cruel, evil-minded pirate. He is introduced here in this stanza. On that day, the anchored floating sign was clearly visible. He saw a blackish spot in the sea, and the captain of the ship, Sir Rover, stood on the ship deck vessel, and his eyes were fixed on that spot. की त्या दिवशी जे जहाज आहे ते जहाज की त्या ठिकाणी समुद्रावर आलं आणि त्या समुद्रावर आल्यानंतर समुद्राच्या या डेक म्हणजे की जहाजाच्या डेकवर त्या ठिकाणी जहाजाच्या डेकवर सर राल्फ रोवर आलेला आहे आणि त्याला लांबून एक स्पेक मीन्स व्हॉट डार्क स्पॉट त्याला दिसलाय आणि त्याच्यावर त्याची नजर काय झालेली आहे खिळलेली आहे. He felt the cheering power of spring. It made him whistle, it made him sing. His heart was mirthful to excess, but the rover's mirth was wickedness. By seeing the spot, he became very happy. So here, that how happy Ralph became when he saw that spot, that is described here in this stanza. Ralph's thought and feelings are described. He was whistling and singing, his mind became unhappy. And the atmosphere create happy mood. But these feelings were not pure. It was wicked, it was cruel. Evil thoughts were this. Wickedness means that evil mind, evil thoughts are there. Mirthful means merry. Mirthful means merry. He became very happy by seeing that spot. And so he's whistling and singing there. But it was not a kind of that happy mood. It was happy mood for him. But actually that cruel thoughts were arising in his mind. So that's why he was whistling. Then what was it? See, his eye was on the Inchcape float. Quoth he, "My men, put out the boat and row me to the Inchcape rock, and I shall plug the abbot of Aberbrothock." So his eyes were actually fixed on Inchcape rock. त्याचे डोळे पूर्णपणे Inchcape rock वर खिळलेले होते. Devilish thought was cooked in his mind. त्याच्या मनामध्ये एक वाईट विचार शिजलेला होता. And what is that? He said, quoth means said. It is a old English word. So here he said that said, quoth means said. He said to whom? To his men, the people on his ship. So he told them, or asked them, put out the boat. What they should that? That he wanted that take the boat towards the rock, and he wanted to destroy the bell fixed by abbot of Aberbrothock. So what is he said there? Yes, take the boat there. And what there I want to do that? I want to plague. Plague means actually the meaning of it there, disease. but here compare to the word that Abbot of Aberbrothock means Abbot of Aberbrothock, that Abbot मठाधिपती जो आहे तर मठाधिपती की त्याला या ठिकाणी अगदी एखाद्या कशासाठी की पेनफुल होता, त्याच्यासाठी यातना देणारा होता. What kind of pains? That his fame about Brothock's fame was there. That fame was making him restless. त्याची जी प्रसिद्धी होती ती प्रसिद्धी त्याला ना रेस्टलेस करत होती, प्लेग यातना देत होती. सो दॅट्स वाय ही सेड दॅट आय वॉन्ट टू डिस्ट्रॉय दिस, की ते मी काय करणार आहे, नष्ट करणार आहे. अँड सो he wanted to destroy the bell fixed by the abbot of Aberbrothock on the Inchcape rock. So he ordered in this way that take the boat towards that rock. He ordered his men. The boat is lowered. The boat is lowered and the boatmen row. And to Inchcape rock they go. Sir Ralph bent over from the boat and he cut the bell from the Inchcape float. The captain of ship lowered ship near the rock, and he bent over and cut the bell from the Inchcape rock. So when he ordered his men, his men that they lowered the boat and they took him towards the Inchcape rock. त्याच्या माणसाने ती बोट काढली पाण्यातनं. Here is a ship now. See that he took the boat with his man towards the Inchcape rock and he cut the bell here. Now see the picture carefully. So that he rowed towards the Inchcape bell. Inchcape bell कडे आलेला आहे रॉक कडे आणि त्यांनी ती बेल काय करून टाकली, कट करून टाकलेली आहे त्या ठिकाणी. ही बेंट ओव्हर, वाकला तो तिथे. त्याचा बोटमॅन त्याचा बोटमॅन त्याला घेऊन आलेला आहे. Down sunk the bell with a gurgling sound. The bubbles rose and burst around. Quoth Sir Ralph, the next who comes to the rock won't bless the abbot of Aberbrothock. As soon as he cut off the bell, it sunk into the sea with a gurgling sound, making a sound. Bubble rose up and burst. Sir Ralph felt satisfied and said that the bell would save no more ships and seamen would no longer bless aboard. Gurgling means to bubbling sound. When जेव्हा एखादं वस्तू पाण्यात बुडत असते त्यावेळेस आवाज येत असतो त्या ठिकाणी. सो द बबलिंग साऊंड इज हिअर, गरगलिंग हिअर. की ती बेल जी आहे त्यांना कट केल्याबरोबर ती आवाज करत खाली पाण्यात बुडलेली, पाण्यात बुडताना बुडबुडे वर आलेले आहेत. बबल रोज अप, बज, आणि ते वर येऊन फुटलेले आहेत. आणि कोथ मीन्स सेड, सर राल्फ म्हणतो त्या ठिकाणी, द नेक्स्ट हू कम्स टू द रॉक वॉन्ट ब्लेस द अबॉट ऑफ अबरब्रॉथक. मीन्स when the next person will come here, that next person will what happen there? Yes, they will not bless whom? This abbot Aberbrothock. कारण की या ठिकाणी अबरब्रॉथकच्या त्या वाजणाऱ्या बेलमुळे रात्रीची कित्येक जहाजं समुद्राच्या वादळामध्ये वाचतायत ते, किंवा समुद्र खवळल्यानंतर त्या इंचकेप बेलला धडकण्यापासून वाचतायत. पण इथं तो म्हणतो की सर राल्फ फेल्ट सॅटिस्फाईड, त्याला इतका आनंद झाला, सॅटिस्फाईड व्हेन ही कट द बेल, आणि ही सेड दॅट द बेल वुड सेव्ह द नो मोर शिप. आता बेल कुठल्याच जहाजाला वाचवणार नाही आणि कुठलंच जहाज आणि सीमेन वाचणार नाही, त्यामुळे कुठला सीमेन त्याला काय करणार नाही, सीमेन त्याला ब्लेस करणार नाही, त्याला आशीर्वाद देणार नाही. So here up to this stanza I have completed the first part of this poem. We shall see in the next part to you there. Thank you.